am feeling totally stressed out by back to school shopping. Are you feeling the same way? Let me know in the comments down below if you are feeling totally stressed out by back to school. One child needs shoes, another child needs pants, and one child needed a new computer. I hate buying new computers. So I've been feeling a lot of stress, and I've been craving a yoga practice to lessen anxiety and to feel calm and peaceful. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. And I've just realized that I'm so stressed that I'm going to forget to introduce myself. I'm Sarah, by the way. At least I remember my name sort of today. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am so glad that you are here. And on that note, let's get started in a comfortable seated position to do a yoga practice to lessen anxiety, to feel peaceful and calm. Let's do this. Let's begin our practice today in a comfortable seated position. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, bring your hands together at heart center. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead, lifting your energy upwards. And then go ahead and bring your hands together at heart center. And go ahead and drop your left hand down to your legs. We're going to do a little bit of pranayama now that we've had a couple of nice breaths. This breath work or pranayama is nadi shona, or alternate nostril breathing. So it looks kind of silly, but it sure feels good. I'm going to bring my thumb and block off one nostril, my right nostril actually. And then from here, then I'll inhale through the left nostril, and then I'll block off the left nostril and exhale out the right. So we go back and forth. Inhale through one side, exhale the other side. Inhale through that same side, exhale through the side that you started. We're actually going to do this 3 times. And my nose will be kind of covered, so that's the explanation part first. Go ahead and bring your thumb to block off your right nostril. Inhale through the left. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Exhale through the left. You can even close your eyes if that feels good. Inhale through the left. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Exhale through the left. Go ahead and release your nose and let your breath return to normal. Go ahead and open your eyes if they're not already. Place your left hand down on the mat and reach your arm up and over, coming into a big, beautiful side stretch. Take your gaze up towards your fingertips if that feels good. Right hand comes down to the mat, left arm reaches up and over. And go ahead and make your way back to center. Bring both feet out in front of you. Feet come together, knees come out to the sides, coming into our cobbler's pose, Baddha Konasana, the butterfly, however you want to think about it. Go ahead and bring your left hand over towards your right ankle. Reach your right arm back behind you, coming into a twist. Right hand comes back to your left ankle. Left arm reaches back behind you. And go ahead and make your way back to center. Hold on to both ankles and start to fold forward, maybe even using your elbows to press against the insides of your legs, deepening the stretch. Work to keep your back straight, folding from the hip. go ahead and lift yourself back up into a seated position. Let's go ahead and make our way into a tabletop position, bringing your legs together and shifting yourself over into a tabletop position. From your tabletop, take a moment to shift over into one side of your body and then into the other, hips moving back and forth. Slowly moving into your body. And let's do some cat-cow. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your chest. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your chest. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your chest. Exhale, round your spine. And come back to a neutral back. Go ahead and tuck under your right toes, bringing your right leg back behind you. Push through your heel, warming up the back of your calf. Right knee comes back to the mat. Left foot comes back behind. Tuck under your toes and push through your heel. And go ahead and come back to the mat. Tuck under both sets of toes. Lift your hips, making your way into downward facing dog. Take a moment just to pedal through your legs. Maybe even really big pedaling, letting your hips get in on some of this movement. Maybe coming into a little bit of a twist. Then really press firmly into the mat with both hands and draw your torso back towards your thighs, feeling a lengthening throughout your entire body. Take a nice big inhale through your nose. Sigh it out your mouth. Lift your heels up as high as they'll go and lower them down. Lift them up and lower them down. Lift them up and lower them down. Look forward towards your hands and step both feet together at the front of your mat. Take a moment to bend your knees, letting your head release down towards the floor. Hands can stay on the mat, or you could take hold of opposite elbows. Totally up to you. Just take a moment to let yourself hang. Let gravity pull your head down. Letting all the stress just roll off your back. And inhale and lift yourself up to standing. Exhale, hands come together at heart center. Rise up onto the balls of your feet. Reach your arms up overhead. And lower down. Arms come down to your sides. Reach your arms up towards the sky. Rise up onto the balls of your feet. And lower down. Arms come back down to your sides. Let's do that one more time. Rise up onto the balls of your feet. Reach your arms up overhead. Then go ahead and lower your heels down. Bend your knees. Bring your arms back behind you. Interlace your hands. Take your arms back behind you, bringing your shoulders back, and lift your heart up towards the sky in upward chair pose. And then from here, go ahead and straighten your legs out, folding forward, reaching your hands down towards the floor. And go ahead and bend your knees, making your way back into upward chair pose. Lift your heart up towards the sky. And unclasp your hands. Step your right foot back behind you. Arms reach up towards the sky. Both hips are facing forward. For a high lunge. And then from here, go ahead and interlace your fingers and bring your hands to the back of your head. Find a place where you feel really steady and stable in your high lunge. And then inhale, lift your heart up towards the sky. Exhale, bring your ribs back. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, bring your ribs back. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, bring your ribs back. Go ahead and take your arms out to the sides and turn towards the right, opening out into Warrior Two. Hips are open towards the sides. Right knee is stacked over your ankle. Take a moment to roll your shoulders back once. Reach your arms out as far as they'll go in both directions. And take your gaze out over your right fingertips. Bring your focus back to your breath. Your breath work in yoga is a wonderful opportunity to slow down, to connect with your body, to be totally present in the moment. To bring a sense of calm. And go ahead and straighten your right leg out on the mat. Create a slight angling in the left hip and bring your arms and your torso over towards the right side. Hand comes down to your leg, ankle, or foot. Top arm sweeps up towards the sky. Take your gaze up towards your fingertips for side triangle pose. Bring your focus back to your breath. Side triangle pose can actually activate your parasympathetic nervous system and help your body to calm down. Feel the openness. Focus on your breath. And let yourself just breathe. Go ahead and bend your right knee, bringing yourself all the way over towards the right side. Coming into a side lunge, into Skandasana. Hands come together at heart center. And if it feels good in your body, maybe it feels good to bring your right hand down and reach your left arm up towards the sky. Lifting your heart. And go ahead and bring your left hand down to the mat. Start to shift yourself into a wide leg forward fold. Take a moment to hold on to both ankles. Go ahead and walk your arms out long in front of you. And go ahead and bring your hands back into the edge of your mat. Start to bend your left knee and shift both hands over towards the left side. Making your way into Skandasana, our side lunge on the other side. Hands come together at heart center. And go ahead and bring your left hand down to the mat. Right arm reaches up towards the sky. go ahead and bring your hand down to the mat. Start to lift yourself back up to a standing position. Turn your left toes towards the front of your mat. Create a slight angling in the right hip and bring your left hand down to your leg, ankle, or foot and sweep your top arm up towards the sky for side triangle pose on the other side. Bring your focus back to your breath. Let yourself feel the stretch and the sense of calm. Let the yoga do its work. Go ahead and lessen the stress, lessen the anxiety. Just be present with your body and your breath in this moment. And go ahead and bend your left knee, lifting yourself up into Warrior Two. Take a moment to roll your shoulders back. Reach your arms out as far as they'll go and take your gaze out over your left fingertips. And go ahead and turn your toes towards the side of your mat. Reach your arms out to the sides. Lift your heart for the star pose. Then go ahead and bring your hands together at heart center and step both feet together at the center of your mat. We're going to do tree pose, a balancing pose. This might feel good to do on your mat or off your mat. Maybe it feels good to do by a wall or by a chair. Any way that you would like to do tree pose, go ahead and get set up to do that. Then press your left foot firmly into the floor. Lift your right foot into either a low tree or a high tree, just making sure that there's not any pressure on your standing leg and knee. And bringing hands together at heart center, reach them up towards the sky. Find your drishti, find your focus. That's your spot to gaze at, somewhere that will help you to keep your balance. Balance requires our focus. We have to be present in the moment with balance. It's a wonderful way to shift what we're focusing on and thinking about. And then to create a sense of calm in our bodies. And go ahead and bring your hands together at heart center. Release your leg. Give yourself a little bit of a wiggle and a shake out. Let's do the other side. Press your right foot firmly into the floor. Lift your left foot into either a low tree or a high tree. Just making sure that there's no pressure on your standing leg knee. Hands come together at heart center and reach up towards the sky. Find your drishti, find your focus. Be present with yourself in this moment. Go ahead and bring your hands together at heart center and release your legs. Give yourself a wiggle and a shake out. Let's make our way to the top of the mat. Inhale, take your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come to a flat back. Exhale, place both hands down on the mat and step your feet back to downward facing dog. From your downward facing dog, lift both heels up, rolling yourself forward, coming into a high plank. Lift your hips, rolling back to downward facing dog. Heels lift, roll forward. Hips lift, roll back. Let's do that one more time. Lift your heels up, roll yourself forward, coming into a high plank. Take a moment just to breathe in your plank, feeling strong, feeling steady. Finding your inner strength. And go ahead and lift your hips back up, making your way into downward facing dog. Come down onto both knees. Walk your arms out long in front of you, coming into a puppy stretch. And then from here, go ahead and start to shift yourself forward a little bit, letting your heart melt down towards the mat, coming into melting heart. And start to lift yourself back up, walking your arms in, coming back into your puppy stretch. Take your left arm underneath your right, threading the needle, feeling into your shoulders. And go ahead and bring your left arm back to center. Right arm goes underneath your left, threading the needle on the other side. And go ahead and bring your right hand back to center and start to lift yourself up. We are going to come into camel pose, which is a wonderful heart opening posture. If by chance you know that you don't do camel, come into another heart opening posture that you really like. Maybe it's something like Sphinx. Make sure you get your back bend of the day. The purpose of our camel today is to open our hearts, to stimulate good feeling and thought. So go ahead and make your way into a high kneeling position. And coming into camel pose, you may want to be up on your toes. Makes it easier. We're going to come back. Let me demonstrate this first. So to come into camel, we're going to reach our hands back towards our heels. That could be with toes tucked under or with feet flat. And then from here, you bring your hips forward and let your head drop back, lifting your heart up towards the sky. So let's all do that together. Go ahead and take whichever variation feels good in your body. Then go ahead and reach your hands back towards your heels. And then once you have them, start to bring your hips forward, lifting your heart up towards the sky. Let your head drop back, letting your heart open. And breathe. And go ahead and lift yourself up. Go ahead and bring your hands back down to the mat. Feet come together, knees come out to the sides, and come to sit back into your heels as far as it's comfortable in your body. Take a moment to walk your arms out in front of you for a wide leg child's pose. Letting yourself just melt down towards the mat. You, your mat, and your breath. It's a wonderful combination. And walk both arms over towards the left side, feeling into your right side body. Hands come through center and over towards the right side, feeling into your left side body. And go ahead and make your way back to center, lifting yourself up. Take both legs out long on the mat in front of you. We're going to come into a seated forward fold. Just feeling the grounding. Start to walk both hands out in front of you, stopping wherever your body says to stop. You could even use a strap to wrap around your feet here if you need to. Just come into a seated forward fold. Taking a moment just to let yourself come forward, feeling yourself fold. Come down towards the earth. Notice all the parts of your body that are having contact with the floor. Maybe it's your hands, legs, part of your feet, arms. Feel the foundation underneath you. And go ahead and lift yourself back up into a seated position. Let's lie down on our backs. Place both feet flat on the mat, about hip width apart. Come into a really grounding variation of bridge pose today. Press the back of your head gently down into the floor, and then press your shoulders straight down into the floor. Make sure that you're not bringing your shoulder blades together, but just pressing them straight down. Head and shoulders are pressing straight down, and then go ahead and lift your hips. May not be the highest bridge you've ever done, but that's okay. Feel the parts of your body connecting with the floor underneath you. Lift your hips up towards the sky. Eyes can be open or closed here. And lower your hips down to the mat. Let your body soften. Take your feet out as wide as your mat and bring both legs all the way over towards the left and then the right. Just windshield wiping back and forth. And go ahead and make your way into center. Take your left leg out long and hug your right knee into your chest. Take your right leg across your body over towards the left side. Right arm reaches out to the side. Take your gaze over towards the right. Go ahead and make your way back into center. Take your right leg out long on the mat. Hug your left knee into your chest. And then take your leg across your body over towards the right side. Left arm reaches out to the side and take your gaze over towards the left side. And go ahead and make your way back into center. Bring both feet together. Knees come out to the sides. Arms come out to the sides. Palms facing up towards the sky. Close your eyes. Soften your face. Let your shoulders and your arms relax. Let your torso and hips feel heavy and sink down towards the mat. Let your legs and feet soften and relax. Just slowly bring feeling back into your fingers, your toes. Go ahead and take both legs over to one side and start to slowly make your way up into a comfortable seated position. Take just a moment to picture someone or something that you're grateful for. Gratitude can be a game changer in life. It can help us to feel peaceful and less stressed out. Then go ahead and bring your hands together at heart center. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me. I hope that you enjoyed this practice. I hope that you're feeling calm and peaceful, and that it has helped to lessen stress and anxiety in your life. If it did, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you again on the mat soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.